Every Western Union money transfer supports youth athletics in Jamaica. Western Union, investing in Jamaica's future.
Week on the Champs radar. New school, new equipment, endless opportunities to rise. Former Machete High athletes and coach talk about the infinite possibilities at their new home, Holland High, and their expectations for the championships. In 1937, Kingston College won boys' championships for the first time with an 11-point victory over Woolmer School. The highlight of the meet came in the Class 1 high jump, where Pat McGlashan of Kingston College closed his champs career with a record jump of 6 feet 1 inch. At the time, it was predicted that his record would last for 20 years, and they were correct with that prediction. Radar locked. Speed detected. Johan Smythe, former Machete High School standout who lit up champs with Class 2 200-meter gold, blasting a personal best at 21.35 seconds on the biggest high school stage of them all at the ISA Boys and Girls Championships. Now reloaded. New colors. New chapter. Representing Holland High, the speed hasn't changed. The hunger has grown. Championship tested. Big race proven. When the gun fires, J.R. Smite doesn't chase moments. He creates them. Champs Radar is watching, and so should you.
My name is Johan Romaldo Smite. I'm the captain of Holland High School track and field team. My events are the 100 and the 200. The move to Holland High School was, so far it's been great. The experience, the support from the students and faculty members have been great. Here, the faculty members are more enthused than when we were at Machete, most of them. To be a captain of a young team is very inspiring because this will be their first year competing, so you got to show them what to do, what not to do. So it's fun and hectic at the same time.
When Hurricane Melissa passed through, it didn't just disrupt daily life, it halted the rhythm of the track. Training came to a sudden pause, weeks without spikes touching the track, but while the storm slowed preparation, they didn't stop the purpose.
Quicker with it now, quicker!
When I came back to train after the hurricane, I didn't feel that my body was where I wanted to be. But after a couple weeks, my body feel like we were getting more back into shape, but it affected us a little. Personally, the hurricane put a damp on training, my schoolwork. Mentally, it was frustrating to stay at home, can't go to school or training.
When your coach is also your parent, the lessons don't end when practice does. Guidance comes with both a stopwatch and a life lesson. Discipline at training, accountability at home. No shortcuts, because expectations are higher when the investment is personal.
My challenge is going into my events this year, like the 100 meter is working my first steps out of the blocks, my first 3 steps, the 200 meter, getting more aggressive coming off the curve. Dealing with my competitors this year, I'm not really focusing on them, I'm really focusing on me and what I can do. How I plan to put Holland High School up, make everybody remember Holland High School by competing at a high level, reaching the 100 and the 200 finals or even medaling.
From proven performer to prime contender, Johan Smythe has already delivered when it mattered most. Class 2 200-meter champion at the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships. Now in new colors, representing Holland High School, the expectations are higher, the spotlight brighter, and the mission unfinished. Bigger goals, sharper focus, same fearless speed. The past has proven he belongs. This year will decide how far he goes. Champs Radar stays locked because when the gun fires, J.R. Smite is no longer chasing recognition, he's chasing legacy. Up next, a rising sensation Shanoya Douglas talks change, mental hurdles, and a new season of winning. Champs Radar will be right back.
Set position.
From raw talent to rising force, Shanoya Douglas is carving her own lane on the track. With a smooth stride, quiet confidence, and a hunger that shows when it matters most, she represents the next wave of Jamaican excellence. Flying the colors of Machete High and answering the call for Jamaica, she made her breakthrough on the track, delivering when the pressure was highest. Clean execution, raw speed, and a finish that turned heads. This is a sprinter built for big moments.
Clean break this time. Sunday Frederick got away well, so did Shanoya Frederick. Shanoya Douglas is pouring through the field of Jamaica. Shanoya Douglas, Tony on the inside, snatches silver. Douglas gets the job done.
New school, new level. From Machete to Holland High, Shanoya Douglas is on the Champs Radar.
Hi, my name is Shanoya Douglas. I'm a Class 1 athlete. I attend Holland High School. My events are 100 meter, 200 meter, and the 400 meters. I like that Holland is not a shift school. I like the fact that we have a full 400 meter field that is always marked and cut, and they always make it a point of their duty that we are comfortable and we get what we need at all the time. Going into class, when I realized that I have to drop my socks, my mindset has to change from the mindset that I had last year. I had to be more focused, be always race ready, which I always am, but in that it is after ready like on the spot, right? And put my 110% in every race, and I can't slack off.
When Hurricane Melissa struck Jamaica, schools across the island were forced to close as safety took priority. Flooded tracks, damaged fields, and unsafe facilities brought track and field training to a halt, disrupting preparation for the season. Coaches adjusted, athletes adapted, and when the waters receded, training resumed with renewed determination. Hurricane Melissa tested Jamaica's schools and its athletes, but neither stopped moving forward.
My mom lost her house because she lives in Westmoreland, so I guess that was a tool because I'm comforting my mom. During the hurricane, I also suffered too because it wanted to go with my roof too. But I am lucky it didn't. It just lifted a little bit, but it's still intact. And it was really hard going back to training, knowing that when the rain falls, my roof leaks. and my mom is without a house and stuff like that. But having faith and believing that there's always a way out because we walk with God was a big factor in me getting up and coming to training. I didn't make the hurricane affect me that much. It did affect me a little bit, but not much, because I had to remind myself that I can't make my circumstances define who I am, and I have to push forward at all times. So I was like, you gotta get up and you have to come and finish what you start. Training for champs has been hard. Nothing is easy. My devotion for wins has been my main focus because I like to win a lot. I think I've been improving every week because that's what it should be. You drop the time week by until I need to peak or run a fast time. Everybody having eyes on me is the craziest part of it. I find it kind of weird, but it's like truly not the same time, because I'm wondering, how are you gonna just get up every day and just say, oh, come beat me? So it's weird. But at the end of the day, it don't really bothers me, because I'm going to say, I remember last year saying that I want more competition. Now I'm getting the competition, so I can't complain because I get up and I pray for it. Now I'm getting it, so I can't complain. I have to continue, work hard and push. I am coming to win, to dominate Class 1 as always. I don't know yet. This Class 1 is a new school. Everything is new. I don't know yet.
From a bold move to a breakthrough moment, Shanoya Douglas has shown she's ready for the big stage. Now, with the season building and expectations rising, all eyes turn to what comes next. As the gun goes off at this year's ISA Boys and Girls Championships, one thing is certain: Shanoya Douglas will be one to watch. Every journey has a turning point, a moment where comfort is left behind in pursuit of purpose. For Garth Smite, that moment came with a bold decision. Now, after building a reputation for discipline and results at Machete High School, Smite chose not to stay where success was familiar, but to explore a new challenge, a new mission, a new standard. That mission led him to Holland High School. Here, he didn't just arrive as a coach, he arrived as a builder, instilling belief, demanding accountability, turning raw potential into fearless performance. From early mornings to pressure-filled moments, Smite's blueprint is clear: preparation, pride, and relentless work. This wasn't just a change of schools, it was a statement, a commitment to growth, a refusal to settle. And under his leadership, Holland High continues to rise, driven by athletes who understand that greatness is earned, never given. This is more than a move. This is evolution. This is legacy in progress.
Garth Smythe, head coach of the Holland High School track and field team.
Push through, close out.
Well, the transition was very, very easy. You know, I embraced challenges, and due to the fact that Holland did not have a track team before, you know, I decided to take on this challenge. You know, the transition was very, very, very easy. I'm here. We have a great facility here. The administrative staff, the academic staff, the auxiliary staff is very supportive of what's going on. When we started training in September, there were quite a few kids in training. After the hurricane, we lost a lot of kids. Even to this day, a lot of kids didn't come back. They haven't showed up because they have been affected severely. So they haven't showed up back. And the few that are left in training, they are here. They're working every day. They're working tirelessly every day. After the hurricane, you know, we did some damage control, talking to the kids, getting into their mental space, you know, and it was rough, you know, because we had kids on the team that lost everything, were totally wiped out. And we did our best to, you know, have them back in this space. You know, we created a family atmosphere, which that atmosphere was here from day one. When I came in, it was a family atmosphere, you know. So on a day-to-day basis, you know, guidance and you know, counseling were offered to the kids and to a number of families.
Set. With a fairly new team and the biggest stage in school athletics ahead, preparation has been relentless as Holland High readies itself for the Issa Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Championships.
You know, we have gone to a few meets and the kids have the progress. They have improved week by week, you know, day by day, week by week, they have improved. We saw, even the very last meet we saw, you know, vast improvements. Well, I've heard the rumors, you know, I've heard it going around that I took, you know, my son and Shanoya. The decision was made by them. They were in 11th grade and they were moving on to 12th grade, and they made a decision that they wanted to come here, you know. And there are a few in the lower school, lower classes, that their parents made that decision to make the transfer. So I didn't take anybody with me, you know. And again, my son, even if I took him with me, I mean, that's a decision, you know, that, I mean, I don't think it's nobody's, you know, business there. But like I said, they sat and made their decision that they wanted to do sixth form here. He doesn't let too much get to him. Goes on around him. He's focused, he's goal driven. You know, he's into the books, he's into his books and the track. He wants to improve so much. He has so much goals set that the fridge is getting overcrowded now, because, you know, he has his goals written down on the refrigerator. So as soon as he knocks one goal off, you know, he adds another one and he keeps going. But like I said, he's goal driven, he's very focused. Being healthy is a key for us right now, and we are trying to stay healthy, maintain the health, going into champs and, you know, and further. Shanoya is a competitor. Shanoya embraces competition. And I was surprised that persons were blowing it out of proportion in January. Early January, she ran 11.50. So me myself, I was kind of surprised, you know, and I spoke to her about it. I said, do not get caught up with the social media. Do not get caught up with what the media is saying. It's January, all right? There's no awards given out in January. We are getting prepared for down the road. Shanoya is expected to do great things. And likewise, JR, they should do great things. And on the other side, I have I won't jump out there with her name as yet. She's in class 4, and she's kind of I wouldn't say confusing me, but she's, you know, stretched across the jumps and the sprints. So we'll see, you know, how it fares out.
With preparation building, Garth Smythe says this young Holland High team is ready for the moment. And as Champs approaches, keep your eyes on them. They're firmly on Champs' radar. School from the list below is known for having one of the most successful records at Champs: Jamaica College, St. George's College, Wolmer's Boys School, or Calabar High. Up next, a brand new lease on life for an almost non-existent track team. Principal Dale Evans is quite hopeful. We hear from him on the other side of the break. Champs Radar will be right back.
Dale Evans, Principal, Holland High School. Holland High School is really a school that would have been emerged from the new schools constructed around about 2004. It's a Catholic influenced school. It's a Catholic leased school where the government finance the operation, but the Catholic Church takes care of management. We operate strongly with biblical principles, and so our classes are named of the virtues of the Bible. We have been lauded for the kind of academic programs that we offer to our students, and it is really centered around self-care, where students own their learning and they see what is in it for them in terms of what will this do for them in the future. We seek opportunities and capitalize on them to ensure that we have an enriched program. So athletics is one of the emerging enrichment. We have been trying for years, but I think now is the time. Right, it has been our quest really to develop the track program. We have been exploring various modalities in terms of how we offer during our club, timetable clubs, as well as after school programs. What we experienced for the first, say, 10 years was a lack of coaching support. And so persons were just giving part-time help to the school. Just about 2020, 2024, yes, we were really seeking, actively seeking a coach when the opportunity came for Coach Smite, and we jumped on it, yes, and with him came some developing athletes, and that even added sweetness to the cake. We also look at how students can venture into their various niche to ensure that they become world citizens, in line with our mission. So track and field is really one such avenue we have been exploring, and the Board of Governors are really supporting in terms of giving the financing, because the payback might not be monetary in the initial stages, but seeing our students out there performing with the big schools, the big names, and hearing our school name being called, it is enough return for us for now. I can't wait for the next board meeting, because already we are talking about champs, and we are talking about preparations for champs. Students are talking about what's the approach that we are taking, whether or not we'll have school the Friday. A set of teachers talking about the big flag that they are designing. The buzz is really here on campus, because we'll be coming out in our numbers, especially on Saturday.
There's some tips for you athletes participate in the Boys and Girls Championship. Please stay hydrated, ensure that you're resting properly, ensure that you're eating properly, and most importantly, please prioritize your recovery during your competition. All the best to all the schools across the island. I don't know on what school you're in, over Technical High School to the world. Deeds, not words.
Next week on Champs Radar, even after being ravaged by Hurricane Melissa, the team at William Knibb High School say they are determined to not let that affect their chances at champs. Are they the team to watch? You be the judge.
every Western Union money transfer supports youth athletics in Jamaica. Western Union, investing in Jamaica's future.